there, folks. Welcome to the channel and welcome to Celebrate Sausage. Let me ask you a quick question before we begin. What is the very first thing that you think of when I say the country Germany? For me, it's sausages. Germany has got to be the sausage capital of the world. I mean, they make so many incredible sausages. And we are very excited because in today's episode, we get to welcome a fellow German YouTuber by the name of Daniel. His YouTube channel is called The Wurst Circle, and he's going to show us how he makes authentic bratwurst two ways. So sit back and enjoy today's episode as we welcome The Wurst Circle to Celebrate Sausage.
Hello and welcome to this video of Celebrate Sausage Season 3. Thanks Eric for having me. I'm Daniel. I have a YouTube channel called Wurst Circle. I'm a German sausage maker and Wurst is actually the German word for sausage. I will show you in this video how to make a classic German Bratwurst. I will show it two ways, one a bit coarser and one super fine. So I wanted to make this simple recipe for you so you can have like a traditional German Bratwurst wherever in the world you are. And I would say let's start with it. Coarse or fine, we need some meat first. Pork belly and pork shoulder are excellent choices. You could also use pork shoulder and pork back fat. The important part here is that you have around 25 to 30% fat. How you achieve this is completely up to you. Salt and pepper for spices, and then some lemon zest and cardamom, allspice, ginger and mace. That's it for the coarse one. Of course, I have to say that there are hundreds to thousands of different bratwursts in Germany. There's no real bratwurst. It depends on the region, it depends on the taste. So everyone will tell you that is the best one, that is the traditional one, but just stick to your taste and what you like. Then if you want to make a fine version, you need some phosphates and water. I will explain later what the phosphates are and what they do to your sausage. But first I would say let's start with the process. First of all, you cut your meat and fat into fine cubes or strips. Make sure they fit your meat grinder later on. And if you want to make a fine sausage, the important part is to separate the lean and the fat while you cut it, because we will use it at different steps of the process later on. So as you can see, just store it separately and then put it in the freezer to semi-freeze. In the meantime, we can grind the spices into a fine powder. If you can, I always recommend to grind your own spices. For me, it tastes better, and also the powder you can see will disperse evenly throughout the sausage. Speaking about grinding, next step is to choose your die. If you want it coarser, just take a coarser die. That's completely up to you again. You can make it super coarse. However, I would say the medium die here is perfect and grind it through once. And this is enough, no second grind or anything, because as I said, we want to make a coarser bratwurst. If you want it finer, then again, take the smallest die you have and then grind it through also once. However, the important part here is we start the lean and the fat separately, and you want to grind it also separately. So put in the fat or put in the lean first, completely up to you. And then just make sure that when it comes out, you separate it from another. Okay, so for the coarse one, we are almost ready. We can add the spices, salt and everything and mix everything well. You could do this by hand or use a stand mixer. The important part is that everything is bound very nicely. And this only happens if you really mix it well. In the end, there should be some fat smears on your bowl and it should stick together. It should be like a huge clump, and then it would be ready for filling. Now with the finer sausage, we now add it to a food processor or bowl chopper, and we only add the lean meat, and that's the important part. Start the food processor and let it mix a bit, and then we add the spices and the cutter phosphates. Speaking about them, why do we add them? What is it? The simplest explanation is as following. The meat itself has phosphate in it. However, because in our modern environment we don't process the meat right after it's slaughtered, we hang it, we mature it, the phosphates go down, and therefore the meat has not enough phosphates in it to bind the water which we will add in the sausage. And the water itself is important because we need to cool down the sausage mass while we process it. Through the mixing and cutting of the food processor, the sausage will otherwise get too warm, and if it goes above 12 degrees Celsius, which is 53.6 degrees Fahrenheit. The sausage will break once we cook it. This will not turn out nicely and we don't want it, so always check the temperature. So why do I recommend this over any other binder? Because it will not have any impact on taste or texture. And as I said, it is in the meat in the first place. We just re-added because it has gone away through the maturing process. To sum it up, lean meat first, then the spices, phosphates, chop it, add the ice water, and then once everything is emulsified, you add the fat to it, let it emulsify again, and it should look like this. Then for filling, you can use pork casings, caliber 2830, or sheep casings, depending on if you want thicker or thinner sausages. I here use pork casings. And then filling for fine and coarse sausage is the same. Just make sure you don't overfill them so they will burst later on. Then you can get the sausage into its shape. Just choose your length and then put it between your thumbs, turn it forward, skip one sausage and repeat. And now it's ready. You can either grill it, or if you want to store it for a bit longer, then you can poach it in 70 degrees warm water, 158 Fahrenheit for roughly 30 minutes. This way it will firm up and you can then, after it's cooled down, vacuum pack them or also freeze them. Especially for the finer sausage, it makes freezing easier because they hold their shape. In the fridge, they should last around 1 week vacuum packed. And there you have it. Nice, bound well together, firm sausage, fried up in a pan. And I would say, let's give it a taste test. Of course, you could also have some mustard with it. The taste is very fresh because of the lemon zest. It is not too soft, it's not too hard. It has a nice texture. So yeah, try it out and let me know how it worked. The full recipe should be in the description below. If you want to check out my channel, then check out Wurst Circle. Thanks for watching. Have fun with the next videos of this season and have a good day. Bye bye.
Now, no matter where you're at in the world, you can enjoy some authentic German bratwurst. You know, funny enough, I've never actually had a fine textured bratwurst. I'm certainly going to have to give it a go. There's going to be a link in the description box below to Daniel's YouTube channel, Wurst Circle. He's got an incredible video library of sausage making recipes and a great website that I think you're really going to enjoy. You can find a link to Daniel's bratwurst recipe in the description box below, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. If you got anything out of this video, smash that thumbs up button. If you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, be sure to click that subscribe button and that notification bell, because I don't want you to miss a single upload. Be sure to stay tuned, because tomorrow, same time, same place, we're going to be making an iconic Swedish sausage. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.